Morning.
Good morning.
It is Wednesday, May 23rd. Today, I'm going to go to Dad's school to talk to a few of the teachers about stuff, and I'm going to take a look around this courtroom. And we'll be back around 5-ish? 4-ish. Yep. I wake up early today. I'm at the school and I'm in the courtroom. Say hi, Dad.
Hello.
Right. EOCHS is East Orange Campus High School. And yeah. Then some quotes my dad has. That was from based off of a quote that Trevor Noah said when we went to one of his stand-up routines near my campus. Long day photographs. As add up. Syllabus. Bunch of new computers. I'll explain why in a little bit. On a roll. More law day stuff. 6:36. I woke up at 5:30. All right. And when you do tell me, could you explain to the camera why the computer cards are here?
Sure.
All right. A fancy screen. Dad used to have, there's no real projector in here. My dad's desk. Let's see what's on it. Thor's hammer. Gavel, stapler, clean cloth, Groot, Doctor Strange, animal, magnets, old man hands brush. That's the call passes, gongs, supplies, poster for 12 Angry Men, Black Panther poster, Cleveland Indians banner, go Iraq. These are the back rooms used for storage and level textbooks back here. My dad's workspace when he's not working. The top one, I broke a mirror and I was supposed to I busted a mirror and got 7 years bad luck. My lawyer thinks he can get me 5. I suggested that one. So a textbook, old shelving and other school supplies. Unhung whiteboard. Movie quote poster. And more of my dad's various pop vinyl figures in the gargoyle. There's a lot of stuff in here. And those desks are what a student sit. Yeah, it's rather interesting here. And that keeps various supplies in here when he eats too. So yeah, that's the courtroom. Expensive, but not all of it. Some of it's used for storage.
Hello, my name is Dr. Rosello. I have a bachelor's in journalism, bachelor's in political science. I have a law degree, and I have a master's in taxation. I'm certified as a teacher. I am the main teacher for the Law Academy here at East Orange Campus High School. This is the courtroom. This is my classroom. You already have some information on it, but I want to give you a guide. First off, take a look at the floor. Doormat, come back with a warrant. This is just to include a little bit of humor in the courtroom because I like to have the students relax. Okay. Here's some of the posters, collages of some of the events we've had: law day, mock trial. I'm going to add more to that. This is going to be also the ethics bowl. You see a lot of plastic wrapped crates, carts, and so on. We share this with the information technology department. These are new computer carts for Chromebooks. Okay, you see some posters that I include. Inspirational. This is our exemplars. We have to display student work. It's outstanding student work, and we have some comments to attempt to have the students improve for the next assignment. Okay. Now we're going into the main courtroom. This is quite often, this area here is where, if there's an actual court trial or a mock trial, it's where the observers sit, okay? Usually there's a table at either side, one for the plaintiff, one for the defendant. The judge sits back there. This is the jury box. See some more computer cards. See, I include things that both I and the students enjoyed, Black Panther. Okay. This is the area behind the bench, again, where the judge will sit and will preside over the trial, or the debate. Okay, any questions? No? Okay. We will talk again soon.
Thank you. All right, so I talked to one of the film teachers here, Mr. Madura, and he's arranging a list of contacts for me to talk for internships and programs around near the state. And so that means my day is pretty much done here. I just have to wait till class lets out and dad lets out, which is later than the students have to go out. Lucky me. All right, we have finished at school. The day is ended. We're gonna make our way on. We're gonna take the dog for a walk and then go work out. I was able to get some information for film contacts and internships, and also be coming next week for an update. And sorry for the glare. Great. How you doing? All right, so we have just got home a little bit ago. Dad's getting changed, and we'll be taking the group for a walk. And I got some of my packages to replace some parts for my gaming stuff, and so that's good to know. Yep. I'll be having chicken bake for dinner. Yum. So, we walked the dog, and we came to the conclusion that we will not be working out today. However, we will be mowing the lawn, which is more exercise I want to do in a day in general. And we're going to go to the wholesale club before we do so. Right, Dad?
Yep.
Right, so...
Because there's no reason to cut the grass, then go to the wholesale club. Sit. Good girl.
BJ's, my preferred hotel club, and the closest one that's by our home. Or by Route 23. That's Dad ahead of us. He has to go to the desk to resolve stuff about his dog. Finished at BJ's and the day still isn't over yet. Boy, I feel incredibly tired for some reason. And we still have to mow the lawn. Dad's gonna mow the lawn first at least. He's gonna mow the back part, but I had the duty of mowing the front part, which is hilly as hill. You know what I mean. And
If you wish, you can put that off till tomorrow. You can do the front lawn tomorrow if you're tired.
I'd like to do the front lawn tomorrow. I'm sorry.
That's all right. You don't need to apologize.
I don't know why I feel complete. I didn't really do much hard work today.
The long walk with the dog.
Well, I know there's that, but still, I feel like I should have more energy.
It's all right.
Anyway, I'll see you later. Good evening.
Good evening. 42.
As you've said before, tonight we're going to do something a little different. This is Imperial beer from Costa Rica. Now, we were at the local liquor store called Ball King, and they have a large selection. And in January, I was able to go to Costa Rica. It was my girlfriend. I go to the Hard Rock there, and I wanted to try the local water, as in local beer. And I found this, Imperial. And I was surprised to find it at the Ball King, but then again, they have a lot of imported beers, so I thought it'd be worth trying it with having my dad try it. I've had this before, I've enjoyed it, and I wanted to see what my dad thought.
Now, just for the record, I have never tried Imperial beer before, so this is definitely a first.
Mm-hmm. You didn't hear about it before me.
No, I never heard about it before you.
Right, so let's go ahead. Cheers.
Salute.
Pura Vida.
I like it. That's my first reaction.
Okay.
I like it. It's got a good flavor. It doesn't have a nasty aftertaste. It's not a bitter beer. Mm-hmm. It goes down easy. I would definitely drink it again. I would ask for it.
Mm-hmm. Now, from what I've been able to determine, this is a Dortmunder style lager.
Okay.
Great Lakes Brewery has a Dortmunder style lager under their belt, and he likes that brand of beers himself.
Yeah, if I have a certain affection for the Great Lakes Brewery because I grew up in Cleveland, so.
Yeah, and you're a fan of the turntable pills, especially. You're a fan of pilsners in general.
I like the Pilsner or Kelp, but this I would definitely drink again. Yes.
And this is brewed in Costa Rica. This isn't like outsourced. This is from this is literally the local water.
When you say local water, you're saying the water from Costa Rica.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, because the beer shall remain nameless. Some of them are brewed in certain locations and freeze dried, and they add local water. So, yes, this is a decent beer. I like it. I will drink it again.
And it's interesting because I have expected to see this in the States. I mean, when it comes to Latin American beer, you always hear of there's always Mexican beer. There's Corona. There's Dos Equis. There's the other culprits.
Yes. The
And
beers that you have to add a lime to make them more palatable. This you do not need to add anything.
I'll be definitely keeping a bottle, and of course the caps I'll be collecting.
Absolutely.
Now, when I went to the Hard Rock Cafe, there's often the guitar representing the signs at Hard Rocks. This very logo was actually on the guitar and for the Hard Rock Cafe, and also was another Costa Rican beer, Pilsen, I think it was called, on the near the top of the entrance. Now, of course, this is not sponsored. This is not sponsored by any alcohols that we try. This is because I wanted to have Dad try something that I tried, and I thought he would like it.
Yeah, back in the day, if anyone recalls Mad Magazine, there was a decision made by the publisher, William Gaines, to not take any advertising. Because, as he put it, he could not take advertising, say, from Coca-Cola, and then satirize Pepsi, okay? Cannot comment, just like Consumer Reports does not take any advertising, because that way they don't feel they're beholden to any particular product. We're not sponsored. He's not sponsored by anyone in particular, at least at this time. That's a clue. If anyone wants to send us any money, that would be appreciated.
Please do.
Yeah. Send money, throw money. Yes.
I'm a broke college student.
Yes, he's got a GoFundMe account.
Yeah.
But because there's no sponsors, we can say what we want about
this.
this.
I probably won't legally GoFundMe at this point. I probably want to have a Patreon, but that's probably going to be in the works of the future.
Yes.
Depending on how limited I am. Any secondary thoughts?
No, I think the key thing is that, yes, I would definitely drink this again. Okay, I tend to try to be kind to beers I don't like. In situations I don't like, by not commenting negatively. My silence is usually an indication of how I feel. But this I would definitely drink again. Yes.
And if you came to Costa Rica, there are other beers to try. At the airport, there's a bar that has some of the other beers that are available.
I would definitely give them a shot.
Yeah, I actually got you a beer T-shirt for this beer when I actually visited. I got one for myself, but that was at one of the local markets rather than the airport. And the thing is, I didn't have that much money left. I mean, they use colones, which is sort of like yen.
Okay.
But in 500 colones is about $1 American when I went, and that's the largest coin they have. 1,000 colones is about $2 American. And something that the American needs to get on is actually making plastic money, because our money is old as hell. I mean, even the European Union has been having has been trying to introduce plastic money. Canada has plastic money. Britain is starting to introduce plastic money.
Very interesting where these conversations go. I think the problem is that Americans like money that makes a ringing sound when it hits the floor, hits the table.
Paper doesn't do that.
Paper doesn't do that. Folding money does not do that. But plastic money just doesn't seem right for Americans.
Yeah, when people just resist the change in general.
Yes. And all the things that are constant, the most constant thing is indeed change.
I'm actually proud I'm able to find this, because the thing about Hard Rocks is when I visit is they always have, especially the international ones, they always have the local beer of the country or local beer of the area. I mean, we went to Foxwoods, they had Connecticut Brewery 2 Roads, The one in New York has Coney Island Pilsner and frickin' lager, 2 beers that Dad likes. Especially
That's
in Coney
great.
Island.
Coney Island, I enjoy when I can get it.
Yeah. In Norway they had Pilsen. Kronenberg is not special because you can still get in the States when I was in Paris. But yeah.
Yeah, when you talk about Norwegian beer, you know, the main brew is Ringnes, which even some Norwegians say is.
I liked it. I didn't find anything wrong with it. I had another beer at the sports bar at the airport. They had an American sports bar at the Norwegian airport.
Makes sense.
It confused the hell out of me. And an interesting thing about flying to Norway, we took Norwegian is actually a discount airline, and I mean like Southwest and Spirit, they immediately fly into North America and such. Companies like Ryanair and EasyJet, they fly Europe exclusively. Norwegian flies to U.S. to Norway and Europe. They have flights to London.
Interesting.
From JFK. And which is very useful because they're not. I mean, I understand why you want cheap flights for flying to Europe. It's basically literal airbusing. I mean, literal airbusing. Flying from one country to country is within Europe is a little more exciting and convenient than flying from New York to LA because you're still in the same damn place.
Yes.
Yes. And the worst flight we had.
Yeah. Well,
That was-
should we finish our beer and move on?
Yeah. I'm not going to swing it, but I'm just trying to make conversation.
Yes.
The worst flight we had was the red eye from Phoenix to Newark Airport.
Oh yes, that was terrible because I was cramped into a very small position and everyone else wanted to sleep. I wanted to read, and I couldn't sleep. But
And I couldn't. I didn't want to read, and I couldn't sleep. Nevertheless,
yes,
I mean, and the thing is that when it comes to the late night planes, they scaled back the airplane amenities. There was no. When we flew in, they had like the full shebang. They had snack service. They had TVs and such. There was no only like the flying you could either watch the movie that flipped down the screens, or you could do a digital, but that would be disturbing to the other passengers. And still, we basically all collapsed onto the bed when we got home.
yes, we got home at like 6, 7 in the morning and immediately went to sleep. Partially because of the time change and the jet lag, but it seems that with the red-eye flights, what they want you to do is fall asleep as soon as the airplane takes off, and then you wake up in a different city.
It don't work like that.
It don't work like that.
I mean, I couldn't fall asleep, and I stayed awake. I mean, I have flown from the West Coast to the East Coast pleasantly. I flew a morning Air Canada flight from Vancouver to Newark.
Yes.
And the strange thing about that flight was that when we flew at Newark Airport, Terminal C is all united and all the terminals connected. But terminals B and A, as we could tell when we flew American from Newark, out of Newark, is that they're basically put into a small cordoned off area, and you can't go to the other parts of the terminal. The restaurants and food services that you there are what you can get. But when Mom and I flew to Vancouver, we were the gate. There was Air Canada at one side, which had its own individual gates, but our gate number had what I think was JetBlue insignias. So I discovered that when it came time to flight, they basically just put over like giant placards over the the existing insignias to accommodate for the Air Canada flight. I'm guessing there was differences with the types of gates that could be allowed to plane.
Very possibly, yes.
I mean, because our plane was like a aisle three arrangement to fly to Vancouver because it's a long flight. I mean, longer flights have more capacity.
Right.
And it was actually very pleasant to go in and out of Canada. And when I'm flying from Vancouver, we technically went through immigration in Canada. Because I was confused about
how do we? I mean, when we arrived in Canada, we had to go through Canadian immigration in Canada. I was worried about coming back to United States and actually have to deal with immigration because I couldn't see any situation that would allow for how people arriving to go through immigration. When I flew back from Costa Rica to Newark, there was a up in the air elevated platform that would lead you to a separate immigration area.
I see.
But because of the pre-clearance that was in Vancouver, you were technically in America, in Canada, before you flew back home.
Possibly because it's special arrangements between the United States and Canada.
And yes, that was the case, and apparently it's slowly expanding.
Okay. Well, I have finished my beer.
And I am about to. And I think we've all about what I have to say with any evening. Any closing remarks about the beer?
Yeah, I'll just say, be seeing you.
And see you tomorrow for another one of my ramblings.